Alright, let's continue our exam preparation program 2 worksheet. So let's take a look at question 1. You will see a number line and a number line in the form of a fraction. Now, usually when you see this kind of questions, whether is it in a multiple choice question or open-ended, what you would need to do is to look at the denominator and always ask yourself, if they are in different denominators, they are not easy to compare. So what we will do, we can change this to the common denominator, which gives us 4, 6. Now looking at 1, 6 and a 4, 6 here, you would know that this is 2, 6, 3, 6, and this gives rise to 4, 6. The answer, 3, 6, but remember, always simplify to the simplest form. So in this case, the answer, 1/2. Okay, now let's take a look at this figure. Now the figure is not very nicely shaded, so I'm going to just shade a quick one. Now over here you see that it's made out of 4 identical squares. The clue is 4 identical squares. That means you know this is also 12. 12 at the side, 12 at the side, 12 at the side. Okay, now if you know your area of triangle, no matter where the triangle stands, so long you understand the base, so long you understand the height, you would be able to find the area. So the base, very clear cut, is the total of 12 and a 12, which gives you a 24 centimeter. Now the height is going to be a little challenging. Now the height, if you actually looked at it properly, the height in fact has to be to the highest point and going down, forming a right angle to the triangle. So this height that I just dotted is actually the height of the triangle. So what is this height then? If you look on the side, 12 and 12, so this gives a total of 24 centimeter as well. Okay, going by your half times base times height, half times base times height, cancel the 2 gets 1, divided by 2 gives you a 12. So 12 times 24, if you were to do your working, you will end up with a very nice number, which is 0, 4, and 2. This gives you a nice number, 288. Okay, let's go down to question 3. We have ratio again. Cheryl to Daniel to Eileen. 3 is to 4 is to 5. Eileen and Cheryl, 10 years difference. So this one and this one is the difference of 2 units. And this 2 units gives you 10. So 1 unit will be a 10 divided by 2, which is 5. And we are interested in Daniel. Daniel is 4 units. So 4 times a 5 gives you the answer 20. Let's go down to question 4. Okay, so this question is asking what is the shortest, which means the smallest possible number that will be if it's rounded to 3000 nearest 10. So what they are trying to say is you will need to figure out a 4-digit number that is as small as possible, such that when you round it, it gives you 3000. Okay, now without saying to make it small, we start out with a 2000. Okay, now tens is the one that we're interested in rounding off. We're going to round this. Okay, now to make sure this is the smallest possible, this digit over here has got to be a 1 or 0 possible. But in this case, I will need to make my number a 9 over here, so that when I round, it will round up to a 3000 very nicely. Over here, I may put a 8, I may put a 0. I'm doing a guess and check. But the problem is if I round it to 10, it will be 80. 2980, which doesn't make sense. So I'm going to try another number, 2990. Same thing, 90, the closest tens will still be 90. It will give me a 2990. Not a good number. Alright, I'm going to try 95 instead. Okay, now 95 tells me that if I have to round this to a 10, the next nearest 10 will be 100. And this will cause the number over here to bounce up to 3000. So I am very sure that the answer has got to be 2995. Can it be 2996, you may ask? But the answer they are looking at is something that is the smallest possible. So 5 will be a very good number. 2996 is okay, but if you take a look, 6 is bigger than 5. So I would prefer 2995 instead. Question 5. Amina used 1/6 of a box of flour to make cookies. So English, I'm just going to shorten the grandma story. 1/6 is for cookies, and there is some for pizza as well. The pizza says 2/5 of the remainder. This remainder will be what is left after you make the cookie, which gives you 5/6. So going by the English statement, 2/5 of the remainder of a remainder, which is 5/6. This would give me, if you use your calculator, it's paper 2. This will be for pizza. Now the question is asking how much flour left. You start off with 1 whole all the time, usually 1 whole. Cookies is 1/6. Pizza is 1/3. If you use your calculator, you press it properly, gives you a very nice half. Okay? Now next, question 6. Let's turn to question 6. You have a box of mangoes at $36. They shared the cost 3:4:5. And what happens is that they want to ask how much is the cost of the smallest one. So you probably have something like a small, medium, and a big. Now we do know that the total that they actually shared is total of 12 units, and they shared these 12 units all together, $36. So we know that this 12 units gives $36. 1 unit, using the calculator, 36 divided by 12 will give you a very nice $3. Okay, now you're interested in the smaller share, which is 3 units. So 3 units will be $3 times 3 units gives you $9 is the answer. Notice the dollar sign minus half a mark for not writing units. Okay, now question 7. You have a promotion. This happens in real life as well. First 12 cupcakes, $2 each. Now this person spends $30. So $30, are you able to buy the first 12? Ask yourself. Yes, I can. So the first 12 I will be able to buy at $2 each, which means I will have spent $24. Now remember, you only have $30. So $30 minus away $24, okay, gives you a total of $6 more to buy. Now you can buy additional cupcakes, of course, and if one cupcake is at $1, you can buy at most, with $6 you can buy at most 6 cupcakes more. Okay, look at the number. I bought the first 12, I bought the next 6 cupcakes. It gives me a total of 18 cupcakes that I could buy. Alright, let's go down to question 8. Okay, we are finishing this very soon. Question 8 says, Lily wants to give some sweets. She can give it by 3s or she can give it by 5s. So when you see this kind of question, whether she can give it by 3, she can give it by 5, we know we can divide it by 3, we can divide it by 5. So let's list out all the multiples of 3 first. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. You can also give by multiples of 5. So you will be giving 5, 10, 15. You could be giving 20, or you could be giving 25. You could be giving 30. You could be giving 35. You could be giving 40 or 45. Okay, but that's not all. They say that if she gives each friend 3 sweets, she will have 14 sweets left. So that means if I give 3 sweets, I will have 14 left. The total number of sweets I will have will be 17. If I give 6 sweets, each sweet 3 to 1 each other, and I have 14 left, I will have a total of 20. If I give 9 sweets in total, I will have 9 plus 14, which gives me 23 in total. If I give 12 sweets, 3, I will have 14 left, so I should have 26 sweets. So you go on with the pattern, okay, 35, 38. These are the total number of sweets that she would have. We are making a guess. We don't know which is the number. But if she gives 5 sweets instead, she could give 5, she will have 2 sweets there. So total, that means she will have 7. If she gives 10 sweets, that means 5 each, she will have 2 sweets left also, which means at the start she had 12. If she gives 15, 5, she will have 2 left. So at the start she will have 17. So you go by the same order. If she has 20 sweets, 5, she will have 2 sweets left. That means at the start she had 22. Now if you go by the pattern also, you will notice you can write the number as big as you want. Stop somewhere. And you notice there's a number that repeats 32. And there's another number that repeats also 32. So we can safely say that the answer is 32. Because if you give 30 sweets, 5 sweets per person, you get 2 sweets left. So the total is 32. If you give by 3 sweets, 3, all the way to 18, you get 14 sweets left. So 18 plus 14 is 32. So these two numbers make sense. Our guess is 32 sweets. Okay. Let's go down to question 9. We have Ali, who is 1/5 kilometer. We have Bella, who is 1/4 more, which means we're going to do this. Using the calculator, we have Bella, which is 920. Okay, please remember you have a calculator. Don't need to go and express them in a common denominator and so on. Now, Carl swam 1/6 lesser than Bella. So we have got a third person. This third person swam lesser. So we're going to take it off from Bella, which is 910. Which gives you a 1760. Question is asking what was the total distance. So straightforward. We have Ali, Bella, Carol. Add them up with your calculator, which would give you a total of 15 kilometers. Okay. Now, to keep this video small, I'm going to stop here, but watch the second video on the remaining questions as well.